Welcome to DCE Digital Learning. I am Tara Mani S, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, GFGC, Peenya, Bangalore. This is session number 5 in Unit 3 of the subject Accounting and Financial Management, which is a subject prescribed for 3rd semester BCA. In this session, we'll learn about solving a few more problems on dishonoring of bill of exchange. Here is a problem regarding dishonoring of a bill after it has been endorsed and noting charges incurred. We already know regarding the endorsement of the bill, and we know only honoring of the bill later. But here it is a problem regarding endorsement of the bill, and later it has been dishonored by the drawee, that is the acceptor, when it is presented by the endorsee to the acceptor. Let us look at the problem. On 1st November 2015, Mr. A drew a 3 months bill on Mr. B for ₹1,000. That is, A is a drawer, B is a drawee. Amount of the bill is 1,000. Duration of the bill is 3 months, and the date of the drawing of the bill is 1st November 2015. So while calculating the due date, we have to add 3 months to 1st November 2015 plus 3 days, which we know it already. This is what we call grace days. After acceptance, the bill was endorsed over to C. So Mr. A is endorsing the bill, so he is an endorser, and he is endorsing this bill to Mr. C. So C is the endorsee. So later the bill was dishonored on the due date, and on the due date the holder of the bill was endorsee, that is C, right? So noting charges was incurred by C, and the amount is 20 rupees, which he will later recover from Mr. A, that is the endorser, and endorser will recover the same thing later from B, that is the acceptor. And we are asked to pass journal entries regarding these in the books of all the parties. So as usual, first we will pass entries in the books of the drawer, the date of the transaction in the books of the drawer, bills receivable account debited to B's account. This is the usual entry when we are receiving the bill which is duly accepted from B, that is the drawee. So bills receivable is coming in, and B is personal account, credit the giver of the benefit, and here B is giving us the acceptance. Then on the same date, A, the drawer, is endorsing this bill in favor of Mr. C. So the journal entry will be C's account debited to bills receivable account. So C is a personal account, and his account is debited, debit the receiver of the benefit. The reason being, we are endorsing this bill in favor of C. So C is receiving the bill, and bill is going out from the hands of A. Bill is going out, real account. So now C is the holder of the bill. After this entry, C is the holder of the bill, he is the endorsee, and bill is now in his hands. Then what happened on the due date? On the due date, C presented this bill to the drawee, that is B, and B rejected that. This is what we call dishonoring of the bill of exchange. But in this case, because of dishonoring of the bill, their positions continue to be the same thing. So for A, his drawee continues to be his debtor, that is B's account debited. The reason being, B being the drawee continues to be his debtor even after the maturity date. The reason being, B has not settled the payment to Mr. C whenever it is presented to him, that is on the due date. Then C's account is being credited, that is to C's account. The reason being, earlier C was A's creditor, and to settle that credit, A endorsed his bill to C, but because of dishonoring of this bill, Mr. C continues to be his creditor again. So creditor's account is credited again, that is to C's account. Now coming to the journal entries in the books of the endorsee, that is C. First entry is the entry to be passed for getting the bill endorsed in his favor, that is in C's favor. Bill is coming in, and who gave this bill? A. So bill is coming in, bills receivable account debited. To A's account, debit the receiver, credit the giver of the benefit. So who gave this bill? A gave him this bill. So to A's account, that is the drawer of this bill, and who happens to be C's endorser. Then on the maturity date, C is the holder of the bill. He presented this bill to B, and it is dishonored. So on February 4th, A's account debited, to bills receivable account, to cash account. A's account is debited. A is C's endorser, right? So earlier A was his endorser, that is his debtor. A was his debtor. Now later he happened to be C's endorser, but now A continues to be C's debtor. The reason being, the bill is dishonored. So debit debtor's account, A's account debited, but not for 1000 but for 1020 because of the noting charges. To bills receivable account, now bill is going out. To cash account, that is regarding noting charges. Because C was a holder of the bill on the due date, when the bill is dishonored, endorsee, that is Mr. C, had to pay the amount of noting charges. That is why it is to cash account 20 rupees. He will recover it from A, that is why A's account is debited not with 1000 but with 1020. Then journal entries in the books of B, the acceptor. On the date of the transaction, A's account debited to bills payable account. That is bills payable is going out after B is giving acceptance. Then A is a receiver of the benefit of acceptance for 1000 rupees bill. Then on the due date, bills payable account is debited because he received the bill from Mr. C, who happens to be A's endorsee, right? So bills payable account debited, noting charges account debited because for the time being C, that is the endorsee, has settled the amount of noting charges, but finally Mr. B has to pay the amount of the noting charges. Because of his default, it is made to be paid by endorsee, and which later he will recover it from A, that is C's endorser, and A will recover the same thing from B, that is his acceptor. So noting charges account 20 rupees, and now B's drawer, that is A, happens to be and continues to be his creditor because of the non-payment, or what we call dishonoring of the bill of exchange. So credit creditor's account again to A's account 1020. There is one more problem regarding dishonoring of the bill of exchange. When this is regarding dishonor of a bill sent to bank for collection and noting charges incurred. Here, 1st Feb 2015, Rajesh drew a 2 months bill on Khanna for 400 and sent it to banker for collection. So the date of the transaction is given. Rajesh is the drawer, Khanna is the drawee, and the duration of the bill is 2 months. And after Khanna gave the acceptance, Rajesh sent this bill to his banker for collection. But this bill later was dishonored on the due date, and noting charges paid by Rajesh is 10 rupees, and we are asked to pass journal entries in the books of both the parties. So as usual, first in the books of Rajesh, that is the drawer, bills receivable account debited to Khanna's account. That is when we received acceptance on the bill that is from Khanna, that is our drawee. Then we sent this bill to banker for collection. So in that case, as it's been taught already, a temporary account will be opened. This is what we call bank for collection of bills account, and later it will be this account will be cancelled. So bank for collection of bills account debited, it's a personal account, debit the receiver. So bill is going out from the hands of Rajesh to the hands of the banker, that is debited to this account, to bills receivable account. Then on the due date, Khanna's account debited 410 rupees instead of 400, because Khanna dishonored the bill. That means he rejected to pay the amount of the bill. So now he continues to be our debtor, not for 400 but for 410. The 10 rupees being added because of the noting charges. Then to bank for collection of bills account, which is a temporary account. I told a personal account opened as soon as the bill is sent for collection, and now the temporary account is cancelled. Then how to cancel an account already created means, see in the second entry, that temporary account, bank for collection of bills account is debited, right? So to cancel that account, give the opposite effect. That means here the account is in the second entry debited, right? See, in the third entry it has been debited. Now that bank for collection of bills account gets cancelled. Then to cash account, it is nothing other than regarding noting charges. Then finally, in the books of the acceptor, that is Khanna, first of all the entry for giving acceptance. Rajesh is a receiver of acceptance. Then to bills payable account, we accepted the bill and we gave the bill to whom? Our drawer, that is Rajesh. Then on the due date, bills payable account are debited. We received the bill, that is the value of which was 400, and noting charges account is debited in the books of Khanna. The reason being, it is finally Khanna who has to meet the amount of noting charges, which is 10 rupees and which is an expense finally for Khanna, not for anybody else. Then to Rajesh's account is being credited, that is with 410 rupees. The reason being, the bill is dishonored by Khanna, and now Rajesh remains Khanna's creditor, not for 400 but for 410 rupees. So in this session, we learned solving a few more problems on dishonoring of the bill of exchange. If you want further readings or further solving of problems on the same topic, you can refer this book, Basic Accounting by P.S. Raman. Thank you.